Bobby Lopez here, and I appreciate you playing You Find the Swing Flaw. I can't believe the number of responses that we received. And I don't think it's because of the Callaway balls. I think it's because it was fun for you to look at something. You wear my hat for a moment and say, okay, wait a minute, what do I do with this golf swing? Is there something wrong here? And if so, what is it? And that being the case, how much damage is it doing? And should we fix it or get back in the race? So I got a lot of great responses. We had one person that guessed it, or at least was close enough that I said, okay, you get the balls. Mike Beaver. Of course, he's a very good player in his own right. He's hoping to get on the senior tour next year. So he sort of picked out what was going on. But here's the first thing I would have picked out. And this wasn't asked. But I would have said, why aren't you teeing up over here? What is she doing in the center of the tee box? You got out of bounds all the way down this fence here. Look at her. So right away, that's got to clue you off that either she's blind or she's really, really comfortable with the ball moving left. In fact, she might even be so comfortable that she's afraid of it going way too left. So much so that she's not willing to set up over here and line up for the left center part of the fairway, which is what I would do in a New York minute. I want to get as close to the trouble as possible and swing away from it. All right, so that being said, it should clue you off right away that if this girl doesn't have a closed club face, that ball's going over that fence. And sure enough, she's got a closed club face. See it? Now, a lot of folks came up with the comment that she sort of overswings. Yeah, okay. But the first thing I would look at for that then is I say, let me see this leg right here. See? Now, oops. Yeah, but as long as she keeps that knee there, is it a little cross line? Yeah, but so is she. She's lined up that way. If she was lined up properly, it might not look as cross-lined to you. But here she comes. Boom, boom, boom. Look at this right knee. Now, why does she have to throw the right knee? She's got to throw the right knee because if she doesn't get that right hip ahead of the club face, that ball's going left field because it's got a closed club face. And the other bad byproduct from that is it's going to look like she got kicked in the pants. See? And it's going to lock her up to where now she can't move. See, her hips can't keep turning. Watch, for instance. David Toms. Up he goes. Look where his club face angle is. See? Huh? Now watch. Okay. He can continue to turn. She can't do that. She has to drive her right knee, bang, and now watch where this ball's going. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. As far as I can see it from seeing this right about there, doesn't look very smart to me. Now, it might have drawn over a little bit, might get a little drawn, it's still over there on the right side of the fairway. Okay, everything's wonderful, but you know what? That's the first thing I would tell her. I said, what the heck are you thinking teeing up over there on that side of the tee box? Look at that, see? Ball's going right along the edge right there. See? And she has to lock up, boom, because she gets in front of that club face so that it's not closed. Now watch, I'll show you another reason why you can see see how her glove is still showing right there? See the difference? See how much lower his left arm is than hers? Maybe that's not a real good example. Let me give you another one here. Hold on. See? See? Might not look like a lot to you, but it's 3 or 4 or 5 degrees. That's all her club face is closed. So the two positions need to match. And that's not the end of the world, but it is when you're lined up over here. So she's probably used to lining up right of her target all the time and letting that ball draw to the left, I would guess. I have no idea. See? But the real swing fall we're looking for here is the face is closed, and because the face is closed, she jumps out of her pants there in order to poop, get in front of that club face, which locks her body up, so now she can't continue to turn. You watch Tiger here, see where his club face angle is. Boom, he can turn. He can rotate through the ball because his club face isn't shut. So now I got to say, okay, would you fix it and what would you do about it? Well, depends on what time of the year. The first thing I would attack would be her thinking. Hey, why aren't you teed up as far off to the right as you can get on here and still be inside the two balls there? And aim yourself out that way. And I find out why she won't do that. Now, if she's uncomfortable with that because she's afraid she's going to start at left and go even further left, and you got to say, well, then you got a problem because you got a shut club face. Now, depending on what time of year it is, I'd say, okay, look, I tell you what, if we're right in the middle of tournament season, here's what we can do. Let's split the difference in where you're teeing up in this tee box, not aim as far to the left, all right? And just play your little bit of a draw. You know, but watch your timing, watch your balance, and watch where you're aiming. Because you can't put yourself in high-risk situations like this. And then when we get to the off-season, we can figure out a way to get your club face square. And then when you hit the ball, you're going to bail everything out to the right. I'm warning you. Until you learn to clear those hips the way Tiger does right there so that you can square the club face up. So that's her real problem, that if you fix the club face, because it's only slightly shut, she's going to lose a lot of balls off to the right. And if she's used to lining up to the right anyway, we really got a problem. And that could completely freak her out to where she goes to pieces. See? I hope this helps some. I had a good time with this. I hope you guys had a good time with it. We got a lot of great responses. Again, I mean, it was really exciting to see all the different comments from different people. Well, I see this, and I see that, and I see the other. And I think it's good because it seems like the folks like yourself never get a chance to really, you see the guy in the Golf Channel do, but this gives you a chance to look at something, because the more you know about the golf swing, the better off you're going to be. Hope you enjoyed it. We might even do another one of these.